Dog here, and today we're taking a look at the next update for Squad, V4.3, with a bunch of new quality of life features, including a quick play button, a complete rework of the Irregular Militia faction, and a surprising amount of gameplay and map changes. For a minor update, V4.3 actually has a lot to unpack. To kick it off, when you start the game, you'll see a brand new loading screen followed by a completely refreshed UI. Comparing the menu to the old one, it's really a night and day difference, with V4.3 not only looking like a modern game, but also giving you a lot easier access to quite a few menu options. In the top left, you'll now see the music player, which gives you the option to hide, skip songs, adjust the volume, or just completely mute it. Now, one of the biggest complaints in past versions of the game was actually that the background menu sounds were insanely annoying. Every time you started the game or you were searching for a game, you would just hear raindrops or choppers flying around. From what I can tell now, there are no longer any type of ambient sounds in the menu. And if you want to turn sound off completely, the mute button here on the music tab makes this whole thing silent. This is probably an unnoticed but really nice quality of life addition that I think many of y'all will appreciate. For the rest of the menu, we have a new and improved news section, a front page suggestion to go try out the tutorial, and a brand new Find Match button. This is a pretty revolutionary way to play Squad, since we've always known that if you wanted to play a game, you would first have to search for a server, and if that server you wanted to play in was queued up, you would have to wait in queue, or skip the queue and instead go help seed a completely empty server. This could take anywhere from 5 minutes up to an hour of not actually playing the game while you're trying to play the game. In V4.3, you can still do all that by going to the server tab here and doing everything the old-fashioned way, but if you don't really care where you're playing and you just want to hop into a game, Find Match will do just that. By default, clicking this button will give you 3 different options for you to select, but you can also turn that off in the filters menu to automatically pick a server for you and send you in queue. If you click the 3 dots to the right, you will now see a filter menu, allowing you to find servers based on a few common options like ping, language, player count, and game modes. Real quick as an aside, I think it's absolutely hilarious that this filter actually starts off with not including destruction as a search option. Like, if this game mode is so bad you don't want to include destruction in the default search terms, then maybe we should either have it completely removed or possibly fixed, right? Anyways, back to the filters. Time is also an option, allowing you to find games that have just started, are in the middle of the match, or possibly coming to an end. This is actually a really nice option, since sometimes I like to hop into a server at the end of their round, so my first real game starts off fresh. In addition to those filters, you can also search for games that might fit a certain experience, as OWI calls it. There are now server tags that server owners can add, specified between different types of playstyles and experiences. Playstyle is divided into relaxed, focused, and milsim, while experience is
very uninteresting. It's just a little shooter, man. It can have 1,000,000 updates. Will never be as good as a real game, like Counter-Strike.
Black.